out there inside of MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. And off we go from East Rutherford. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out, Greg, by the former Hoosier, the rookie quarterback from Indiana.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll go again with Genty. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Abdul Carter there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 47-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Vegas.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Makes the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Dorsett. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today.
Still first down.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Quick hitting slant there. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
They run out of the gun with Genty. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together, and the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Quickly, he gets it out to his right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
A run out of the gun for Genty. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up first and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Giants nothing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss, It's Jackson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboard. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Pass caught left side by Likely. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Dart gonna fake the give and hold on to it.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Up the middle with Scatterboard, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
They'll go again with Scatterboard. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Karen Johnson up to make the tackle.
That's a 40-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll try to run for it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
Giants.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
On 1st down, Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
The 15-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Once again, it's Scatterboard. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
It's third down.
And what started out as a
13.
promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd and long.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
The 11-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Dart. This one caught just past the pylon. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Giants.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense ready now for their 2nd drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short game.
Out of bounds on his own 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
While the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. In motion, Naylor. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He takes off. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Open man. That's Slayton. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the 1st down.
A give out of the gun, and it's Scatterboo. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Third and short. Here's Dart. He's got his man. That's Slayton. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On first and 10, here is Dart. Now he'll run. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide. Gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Dart going to throw here on second down. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense ready to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. He'll step up and run, and he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 6. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third and 5. look to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Push down to his left. He's going to run it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime, because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed, and fixed quickly.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Dart. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. First down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Michigan man, Whitty, hey, in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Dart. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Giants build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense get those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. That's on left side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Yeah, and that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Throwing is Dart. They try to work the screen with Scalaboo. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air on second down. Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's Dart on first and 10. In trouble, and down he goes. That is Max Crosby getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Now, he'll air one out. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense about ready to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genti. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Now they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Raiders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He finds Austin with the ground. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Pass caught left side by Likely.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Boy, he bought some time as much as he could. Ended up taking a big shot as well, but could not convert downfield.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Dart gonna throw it again. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it lines up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the 2nd half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. throwing. Darts. No chance at all. He'll go down. Adam Butler. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That's caught! And he will take this one in.